Welcome to Tigerlily, our 42-foot Choily sailboat that we've sailed from Seattle to Mexico. This is Colby, I'm Mariah, and these are our two cats, Namiria and Took. We're out to explore the Sea of Cortez this year, and we really hope you'll follow along and enjoy our adventures.
Good morning from San Evaristo. Last night was pretty calm throughout the night until about 1 o'clock in the morning. And sorry, get outside. And then we had some Cormels, some strong westerlies come through here, which didn't rock the boat too much, but it was just very windy. And we're just chilling here. And the wind changed from coming from the north, but I don't know if you can tell, it's a little bit rolly. And I'm not entirely sure why, because it should be northerlies coming through today, which it is right now, it is northerlies. But there's swell wrapping around, which is not, it's fine, like we're both comfortable, but when the boat gets kind of kicked to the side, boy does it roll. And so one thing that broke on us in Cabo was our rocker stopper that we got in California. So basically what happened is they had little spot welds here for these hinges, and there's 2 hinges, and it broke the welds off of them. I fixed it once when we were in Assumption with these bolts, but I didn't do the other side. So this time I got to bolt together this side. So that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna have a rocker stopper again, and then I can deploy it, and then Mariah will be happy, and then maybe we'll go into town to the grocery store and get ice or something, or maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I don't know. Alright, that's bolted back on, hinges smoothly. The other thing that happened is that the rope shaved through, this rope, just this one. So I am going to replace it. Alright, new rope installed, seems to work okay. Let's go deploy it. Alright, rocker stopper deployed. It already feels better on here. Another day here in San Evaristo, and I went ashore earlier this morning to go get some needed things at the local tienda, which was quite an adventure. Sorry I didn't bring you along with me. Hopefully I'll do it tomorrow if I go back. But it is now afternoon. Our last YouTube video uploaded, and now I think I'm gonna go try and spear a fish. So I got my bag of diving stuff here. I'm gonna get into it, get changed, and get going. Good afternoon on another day of San Evaristo. We spent the morning on here doing some stuff. I cleaned up some things on the inside here. Kind of slowly started cleaning up the nav station. Still kind of a mess, but better than it was. And then went for lunch at the local restaurant on shore, which was absolutely delicious. I had ceviche and Mariah had carne tacos, which were they good? Yeah. Yeah. And anyway, and then we're back at the boat. We just kind of chilled for a minute, and now I'm working on project number 2, and that is reorganizing and cleaning our what do you call them? Lockers, the cockpit lockers underneath the seats right there. So I'm taking everything out, refolding it, redoing everything, and figured I'd get that done today. Lazy day on the boat.
Again.
We all, you know, that's okay. Lazy days are okay. Still gusty, but it's, knock on wood, not too bad. And I'm gonna take the dinghy to shore over there and go see if I can find some ice. I got 4 bags of ice, and now I'm walking back to the dinghy. Well, I lost engine.
Good morning. We are about to pick up anchor in Evaristo and leave our little cove. So I think we're pretty ready to leave. Hopefully Gato will be better, but I guess we'll see. And yeah, we are getting closer to Loreto, which is exciting.
So we are, let's see if you can see me. We're here, right? We're going up to here, and if you see there's an AIS target there, and that AIS target is the Safari Voyager, and that is in, they're called Uncruise, which is a cruise company that's based out of Seattle, and I've worked on all their vessels as a marine electronics tech, and yeah, know them quite well, and they're anchored in the same spot we're going to be anchored in, which is Bahia El Gato, because we have 2 cats. And yeah, so I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna hail them over the radio real quick, because I'm gonna see if I can bum 15 gallons of water from them. But I don't know how hard it is to top off water anywhere else, so get it where you can get it, basically. Safari Voyager, you got me here?
Yep, got you loud and clear.
How's it going? I saw you guys anchored there in Bahia Gatos, and we're heading in there. Are you guys gonna be anchored there for the night, do you know?
No, we're going to be here until about 5 o'clock, and then we'll be moving on.
I was wondering if I might be able to trade you something for like 15 gallons of water.
Yep, tell you what, how soon can you get to us? Well, I'll tell you what, unless you can get here in the next hour, it'll have to be around 3 o'clock-ish, I would say.
Okay, understood. Yeah, we'll be in the anchorage probably in the next hour. I see it just right over there, and that would be totally awesome. Thank you. It's funny, I keep seeing you guys down here. I'm very familiar with uncruise boats. I was a marine electronics technician for McKay Marine up in Seattle, and I've worked on all your guys' boats.
Oh, right on. What's your name?
Colby. I worked with Storm a lot back at the office.
Sure, yeah, Colby, I've had you on my boat before. I ran the Safari Endeavor for about 8 years before COVID.
Oh, yeah, yep, that's right, yep. Well, we'll be in there in a little bit, and we'll work on your schedule if that's okay, and if our cat's 100% spoiled. He got his own fan. He got his own fan. we're sitting on rocks for our mental health. And the cruise ship that I'm gonna get water from later today has snorkel and dive groups out, which you can see all along. And we're having the best time, just people watching. Because there's a couple down there that are, I don't know if they're fighting? Not fighting. But like he's telling her to take her fins off, but then she just keeps walking backwards to shore. Yeah, and he's like, take your fins off now because it's going to be harder to take them off on shore, but she just keeps walking backwards. So, maybe we're assholes, but it's hilarious.
So we are at this beautiful anchorage of Los Gatos, and it's beautiful here. But I just got a text from one of our friends on Instagram that apparently 2 nights ago some fishermen came by and were trying to board a boat, and essentially the guy just had to give them some whiskey and some fishing lures and things to keep them from getting onto their boat, and they eventually left. So a little scary, but we have 2 other sailboats out here with us, so that makes me feel a little better. I don't know if they were out here alone when that happened, but apparently it was posted onto a Facebook group, which is how our friend knew about it. And so, yeah, I'm glad that I don't know. Am I glad that she told us?
Well, I mean,
it's good to know. I think it's good because we bought cigarettes that are supposedly hard to get in Mexico.
Smoke,
yeah, neither one of us smoke cigarettes, by the way. And it was $100 for a carton, which is insane. Anyways, apparently Marlboro Reds are super hard to get in Mexico, or you can't get them in Mexico. So we bought a carton of those for pretty much situations like this, and California wine, which is also impossible to get, obviously, in Mexico. So, if they happen to come by tonight, which I'm really hoping that they don't, since we have 2 other people here with us. But if they do, we have cigarettes, some wine, and I think we have like little fishing lures that we could.
I'm sure I have some.
Yeah. That we can maybe appease them with. So yeah.
Apologize for my hair because I just woke up, and both of us just kind of woke up, and we wanted to do this before we left because we were leaving today for Agua Verde. But we wanted to do this hike, or at least part of this hike, first, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The red rocks and the formations are really awesome. I almost didn't stop here because the weather looked iffy, but I'm so glad we did. But I'm so glad we stopped because this is pretty cool. Like, I feel like I'm in, like, I don't know, the Sahara Desert.
Mars?
Yeah, this is like Mars. Yeah. Just to give you an idea, one thing that a lot of cruisers we've talked with, and us including, kind of found out, C. Cortez is actually kind of a lot smaller than you think it is. I'm gonna give you an idea. You probably can't see it on camera, but this little channel right here, that's where San Evaristo is. And if you see right, I don't know, you probably won't be able to see, but right in the middle there's a little island, and that is that's Isla San Francisco. And then a little bit to the right, it's in the haze, so you probably won't be able to see it on the camera, but just a little bit past that is Espiritu Santo. We can still see Espiritu Santo. I can't see La Paz, but I can see Espiritu Santo. So it's kind of like it's a weird, kind of weird how close things are. So So we spent a little bit of time up there just watching. It was pretty cool. There were some dolphins and the orcas, pot of orcas going by. Like orcas scare me because they're the two worst things. They're big and they can be mean and vengeful. Like Mariah was telling me that some orcas will kill a shark and just eat the liver and leave the rest of the shark alone, which is like, I mean, even if a human did that, we'd be pissed, because it's like, at least use the whole animal. So yeah, it's just they kind of scare me. And there's been a lot of reports in the recent years about orcas attacking sailing vessels in Mexico, and makes me a little nervous, but kind of watch them go by. They're heading in the same direction that we're going to be going today, but I'm hoping that they're far enough ahead where we just won't catch up to them. But first we gotta get down this freaking hill.